time I go like this, season. You try it? Season. Season. The word season, paraphrase, describes a person who has been around for a long time. They have lots of life's experience, and they are able to handle just about anything that comes their way. Back in our day, we call it we hang in there. To start, we were young and naive, but we certainly had a vibrant school spirit. We were limited to our TV channel selections, but we watched American Bandstand, the local gym winners, Navy I, Gunsmoke, Cisco Kid, I Love Lucy, Father Knows Best, Dragnet, MASH, and of course, the Sunday night Ed Sullivan Show. For our spirituality, we watched Billy Graham and Bishop Walton J.C. We're sons and daughters of the so-called greatest generation. World War II was our parents' war, and Vietnam, of course, became ours. We were being prepared for a coming journey into the real world. Our teachers had been well prepared for their endeavor with us. We had outstanding teachers of music, chemistry, and even shop for wood and metal training. English teachers who taught us it's not who you know, it's whom you know. We type on manual Royal typewriters or introduced to the quiet new IBM typewriters. Teachers were able to mold us into becoming laborers, tradesmen, craftsmen, professionals, housewives, businessmen and women, in spite of ourselves. Some of us went on to college to demonstrate how successful teachers of Schenck High School had been, pounding knowledge into our head, sometimes unwillingly. Some of us were determined to enter into the military service, go directly into the mill, our other workforces, and some started their families early. As we moved farther into graduation, some became hippies, war protesters, and advocates of free love. We became business owners, artists, government workers. We all became something, whatever our interests and our chosen vocations were. We were on the road to growing into the adult life. And now, classmates, here we are, retired, far more wisdomful from our life's journey and experiences. Through it all, we have become seasoned. Reflect on times past for a minute. The unemployment rate was 5%. Minimum wage was about $1 per hour. First class stamp, 4 cents. Those nasty cigarettes were 26 cents a pack. And gasoline ranged from about 18 cents to 31 cents per gallon. Now I'm sure you'll agree that was a long, long time ago. Yeah. Remember when we used Brownie Hawkeye cameras, Polaroids that rolled up photos for us? Flash bulbs, transistor radios held to our ears, TV dinners were served on the metal TV trays. How many of us were given a car at high school graduation? Maybe a couple. Nobody at the bank ever asked for an ID, whether we deposited or withdrew from the account. We burned leaves without being cited for it. There was no air conditioning in most cars unless it was an add-on, and ditto to the 8-track player. Air conditioner units in homes were nearly unheard of. And as a bad boy in my college days, I was able to offer a choice between paper and paper. No plastic bags. Some signs of our times during our journey in life. Here are many of the events we experienced. We're going to cut this short. Well, we went through the Vietnam era, attempted presidential assassination, the flower people, the heavy drug scene, the first heart transplant, the Beatles from beginning to end, hijacks, skyjacks, Mark Spitz, Elvis's death, test tube babies, Jonestown, and the 3 Mile Island. We experienced the AIDS epidemic, E.T. called home, Falklands, DNA map, Challenger explosion, Chernobyl, Iran-Contra, drilling Wall Falls, Exxon Valdez, leaks, the Hubble telescope, and there's beautiful photos, Desert Storm, and Rodney King's asked, why can't we all get along? The long O.J. Simpson trial, Oklahoma City bombing, Dolly the clone sheep, Princess Diana killed, and no known connection between the next two. Billy Clinton was impeached, and Viagra goes on sale. Others refer to Clinton years as sex between the bushes. We experienced the Y2K, JFK dies, Columbine, the Florida elections, and hanging chads that just wouldn't fall off, the stock market crash, the horrific 9/11, Gulf War, on came YouTube, Michael Jackson is acquitted and later dies, Hurricane Katrina, the first space transplant, Berlin Walls, the iPhone, and the first African-American president is elected, and much, much more in between and thereafter. Then there are those things that didn't go so well in some of our personal lives. From a quote, when bad things went bad in our lives, we had 3 choices. We could have either let them define us, destroy us, or we let them strengthen us. And I dare say, fellow classmen, that we let them strengthen us. In between the beginning of these events, we have not forgotten that we have gone through the life change of raising our children. With much love and much finances, educating and helping them along to enter their journey into life. Many parents both work. Some had to raise the children alone, at least for a time. We are not only moms and dads, but we are now the grams and the grams and the great-grams and the great-grams. No wonder, classmen, we're tired and retired. We certainly have had a busy 50 years. We have seen and heard a lot, experienced much, and have been tested to become more seasoned. Through it all, classmates, in July 2014, Skank High School class of 1964, 50th class reunion is held, and we are still alive, walking, and we're here. Give yourselves a hand. Now there are benefits to becoming more seasoned in life. We all have become more valuable in the commodities market. Think about it. We have silver hair, some gold teeth, gemstones in our kidneys, sugar in our blood, lead in our butts, iron in our arteries, loads and loads and loads of renewable energy, natural gas. And then the nose being. Hey, who has more fun than us all, folks? I promised I would be brief, so in closing, I leave you with one of my favorite quotes. Life is not the way it should be. It's the way it is. The way we cope with it is what makes the difference. So classmates, enjoy the rest of the evening. See you at the 100. Remember, we are Skank, Wolverine, Strong, and we are...